Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics as we do our weekly new comic book day video, which is a big one because a lot of stuff didn't arrive last week. Not our fault, literally just Diamond UK didn't get stuff when it was supposed to. It was not ready to be packed and shipped out to us. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm trying to figure out how best to do this on like just a single counter with just me. So apologies, there might be a little bit of time when I'm not in shot. I mean, I know you're probably thinking, yeah, right, but I really can't think of a way to do this any other way. And I'm going to start with merchandise because I want something that I can kind of move it out of the way and give myself a little bit more room. So I'm going to start with something which I'm going to have to actually double check to see if anyone else actually ordered it, because it might be that this is for me. Cobra Kai buff, because I like Cobra Kai and I wear buffs. Somebody else may have ordered it. It could be that I'm about to, I wouldn't play. It could be that I'm about to put this back and be disappointed that I only ordered the one of them. Let's do some other stuff then, shall we? First off, we have this little fella, which is, I think, a quite cute little Grogu, I think. But what makes it very cool is you can invert it. Well, I'm not going to do the full thing right now because honestly it's kind of clunky. And you get a little toy. And yeah, all of this kind of goes back inside itself and Velcro's shut. So you can have it just all full and fluffy. And it is very, very cool. We do have more Star Wars. Might as well do all the Star Wars together, and since we're already talking about that particular character, this is the retro version, which actually has quite a lot going on with it. Little stand and the pod there and everything as well. Very, very cool. And Boba Fett Prototype Edition Shiny Foil. Both of these two have already been ordered. So if you did order it, they have here. They've got both of them. They are kind of cool, and what surprised me was, even though they're the same kind of action figure, they obviously just have like a whole bunch of random coloured parts, and they put them together so you're getting just a random coloured action figure. So, you know, there's that. Right, let me shift those up there, because most of those are ordered. One more Star Wars thing, because I quite like the display thing on these. Star Wars Heir to the Empire. With a new figure in there. I do like the display cases on these ones. They look very, very cool. There's some weird little creature in there as well. And I imagine if I've read all the comic book stuff, that would make a lot more sense to me. But who knows? It's just a little creature. Okay, I think we're done on Star Wars there. Yeah, let's go to superheroes. Dun, dun, dun. This is the Death Metal Superman? Dark Knight Death Metal Superman. Yep. Which is the last of the Build-A-Figure things we got in last week. Don't you loot when they all arrive at the same time? So if you want, you can build that figure now. One more superhero. I'm going to have to check if anyone's ordered this one. I've only really got one customer who's like massive into She-Hulk, but she's not really an action figure fan, so I don't think it's for her. But we have two of them, so if you've been through all the news of Jamila, I've forgotten the actual name, it's terrible of me, being cast and doing fight scene training, then you've got that to look forward to. Transformers now. This one has been ordered. This one actually weirdly isn't a Transformer, even though it says the name on there. It's an action figure. At least that's what I get from the look of it. It's basically got a lot more points of articulation than the usual Transformers toys do, because it is designed to be an action figure instead of worrying about it all folding on itself to become something completely different. Cool idea. But if you just want an actual Transformer, Ultimate Expanse. My favorite thing about this is, I can get some light in there. Look, you get little Wolverine and Sabretooth just to hang around in there as well. This one has been ordered. This one hasn't, and we've got two more on the way, because I really liked it. When I saw it, I thought, yeah, I'm going to get more of those. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not exactly cheap, because it's two different licenses going together, but they are very, very cool indeed, and I'm glad we got a chance to get some extras in. 1 second. Excuse me, went down the wrong hole there. Onto manga graphic novels and associated such things right now. Some of this is new, some of this is back order. For instance, My Hero Academia, brand new in today, volume 28 for the people who want it. This one has been back ordered because I've got to be honest, I ordered volume 0 just because it looked kind of interesting. And everyone's like, oh my god, you can get Jujutsu Kaisen? Well, I'm trying. You know, volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4. We've got all the rest of the order, hopefully not in for too long. Also, brand new, My Little Pony, the manga, A Day in the Life of Equestria Omnibus. Oh man, it's clear that 761, which I didn't even realize they were doing the My Little Pony stuff, but why the heck not? And did grab two at the same time there from Yen, Solo Leveling Volume 2. No idea what that is, but since we got issue 1 in Volume 1, should I say, a lot of people are asking for it. Graphic novel stuff now, Invader Sim, Best of Creatures, which I imagine is a reprint, but rather than it being in like order of stuff on tour, it's just like individual comic books about monsters. Once and Future, Volume 3. This has been absolutely brilliant. One of our bestsellers. One of these has already been reserved, if not both of them, in fact. I'll have to double check. So if you want it, get in contact so I can order more. The Union, which I'm looking forward to reading, actually. I actually did a review of this when issue 1 came out. And it was a really nicely done story with lots of ideas, but the artwork just didn't grab me, so I ended up putting it to one side. But I've had so many people telling me it's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, this one, it definitely is for me. Tresse Volume 2. Been loving the anime, and Volume 1 was fantastic. I've got one for myself. There's 2 more left. I think I've got at least one customer who's going to want it. Just reorganize a little bit here. Superman, which is Man of Tomorrow, Volume 1, which I'd ordered in error. Don't worry, it happens every once in a while. It's just a much older stuff than I thought it was going to be. Somebody bought Superman Volume 1 from Brian Michael Bendis. I searched it for Superman Volume 1, and that one gave up. My fault entirely. But another brand new one in, Cimmerian, Volume 2, which, what's going on the cover there? Oh, it doesn't actually have a title on the cover there, just Volume 2. Frost Giant's Daughter and People of the Black Circle, both full stories in there and looking very pretty indeed. This next one is in order, but I figured I might as well show it that we can get it because it is apparently brilliant. The Inkle. Now, I don't know much about the writer, but Mobius, obviously, very, very famous artist, so a lot of people might be interested in that one. And finally, Batman, the Dark Prince Charming, really big, oversized. In fact, give me a second, I'm going to show you quite how oversized it is. This is Once in the Future. This is the Batman thing, so yeah. Now, I remember really liking the artwork for this. It is absolutely beautiful, absolutely fantastic cityscapes, really good character design, but not a very well written story for me. But if you just want something really, really pretty and awesome to look at, you can't really go wrong. Right, so let me just reorganize a little bit so I can move stuff around. As I say, it's going to be a tricky one to get all of this in one place. So many books, so many comic books, so many action figures. Not a bad thing, though. Right. First box. Let's tilt this around a little bit so I can still be vaguely in center. And reorganize this so nothing's going to get squished as I'm moving them around. Now, weirdly, I was expecting absolutely huge delivery this week with comic books. It actually is just like slightly above average. So I'm guessing the stuff we were missing last week wasn't enough to really push us over. I've checked the invoice and there's nothing we're missing. I think maybe like one issue of spare parts as far as I'm aware. But what I haven't done is check against League of Comic Geeks yet. So it could be that there's stuff that we're still waiting for Diamond UK to get in stock. So if you still don't see what you're looking for, I apologize. There's nothing much we can do, but we'll try our best. So to start with, Alien, issue 5, which I'm still, impressed that it's going, but I'm not paying too much attention to it. From Jeff Lemire, Ascender, following on from Descender. The only Batman comic book I think I've got this week, which is Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries, which was apparently there's Nightwing in, so yay. This was one supposed to arrive last week, Beyond the Breach, both of which have already been claimed. One person literally put on their order the date was supposed to have come in last week, so non-spare at all, I'm afraid. I think I've got a couple more on order, but I can't guarantee it for next week. Black Hammer Reborn, Blue and Gold, one of the variant covers. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but I do like the look of it. Issue 1, cool. So far, that's already 2 issue 1s, so expect quite a lot of reviews this week. Captain Marvel issue 30 includes a special feature by superstar Jamie McKelvey. Awesome. Catwoman now, 23, which is a very old back order. I've kind of given up on that one, if I'm honest, but also the latest issue as well. Compass, The Cauldron of Eternal Life, very enjoyable issue 1. Issue 2 has arrived, and I do love that cover. Speaking of Cimmerian, now we've got volume 2 in. Let's move on to another one, The Man-Eaters of Zambula. Zambula, should I say. Another new one from Boom Studios, Dark Blood, which has been getting quite good critical acclaim already, advanced copies. Heading towards the end now of literally our best-selling title, Kieron Gillen's Die, which has been absolutely superb. If you're not reading it, you should modify that right now. Eve issue 3. I have been loving every one of these covers. Extreme Carnage now. Phage. So these are a lot of just one shots, but that's part 3 of the Extreme Carnage story. And for the person who ordered it, you've got your little Scotty Young variant there, because he doesn't love Scotty Young variants. Freaks Now, issue 2. Issue 1 was just mental. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that one. Gamma Flight, regular cover, and again, a Scotty Young variant. I'm going to see a few more Scotty, well, at least one more Scotty Young variant, I think, today, maybe 2 more. Guardians of the Galaxy, The Last Annihilation. So, yay, they're annihilating things, but for the last time, that's it. Once this is done, no more annihilation. Haha, issue 6. Excellent little riff on the cover there, and a copy of the variant for me, which I quite like there as well. Been enjoyable. Not quite as good as Ice Cream Man, but I'm still glad I was buying it. Helen Greycastle, number 3. I've got to be honest, that cover, as much as I've been enjoying some of these story wars, that cover looks like a self-published RPG. And I'm not saying that as a compliment. Home, issue 3 and 4. Somebody picked up issue 1, really liked it, and is now chasing up on that one. Homesick Pilots, issue 7. Mech Warrior Haunted House stuff, brilliant. With a copy of the cover B as well. Something love it? I'm not entirely sure, but looks good. An odd little thing now here for orders somebody a while ago, and I did try to cancel these orders, and I was assured they were. We have issue 1 in store. Also, I Make the Boys Cry, issue 2, regular, lenticular, and whatever. So, yeah, a lot of that going on. Regular stuff now again. Iron Man, issue 10, but a variant, not a Scott Young one. Captain America, Iron Man. What's quite nice there is you can imagine he's still wearing the same kind of mask, because you can see the face there has a different colour patches on it. That's quite cool. Right, no longer the Hellfire Gala at all, but that's still got a very gala-looking cover to it from Marauders. Another one for me, and I've been thoroughly enjoying the first couple of issues. Can't wait to carry on with it. Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal, which is enough for everyone there, which is good. Miles Morales, The Clone Saga, has finished good. Another issue 1, chunky, square-bound one, so a little bit more, £4.90. But Mothers of Madness. Mostly, I think a lot of people know that one because it's Amelia Clark. But Margaret Benitez has actually been doing most of the writing on it, and she's good, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a shot. Another issue 1, his mission is justice. Does not just make it sound like the Marvel Batman. But because it's a series launch, we don't really have many spare, but what we do have is a regular variant, well, a variant there, and a Scotty Young variant too. Because Scotty Young variant's the way to go. Almost done on this half of it, so let's get through these ones. Moonshine for the person who wants that one. Moths for the James Straczynski fan. This one's for me, Murder Hobo, because I quite enjoy that kind of humour. And My Little Pony issue 100. Okay, that's halfway through. I'm going to have to move a little stuff around. Just bear with me so I don't knock anything over. I'll be back shortly. See? Shortly. Right, where was I? Okay, New Mutants. That is a very nice cover. I think once, was it Hickman was doing it? He stopped doing it. A few people dropped it, but I've always found it looks amazing. Next up, and this is a bit of a frustrating one because we have Nottingham, issue 2, and issue 3. So we're now filled in all the gaps of people who missed out on it, but we've got some extras because of some diamond screw-ups. So it's been frustrating that we waited so long to get some, and now we've got extras. Reptile, issue 3 from Marvel there. More Marvel in the shape of Savage Avengers, which looks to be Ghost Rider riding a giant spider. Brilliant. Why wouldn't you? From Ahoy Comics, Second Coming, The Only Begotten Son, which I never picked up the second volume of that one. I was going to check that out. 7 Secrets, Keep Calm and Carry a Big Scepter. Nice. Another one for me. After issue 1, I've actually been quite enjoying what else they've been doing with these. So of course, this was Jeff Lemire, who is one of those writers who I enjoy, but he's never really absolutely blew my mind. So hopefully this will be the day. One's missing from last week, Sinister War issue 1, and we do have a variant for this one, but not Scotty Young. I mean, it's a pretty variant. It looks very, very cool. I like the glow of the sunset there. Skybound X issue 3. This is one I'm going to be getting. Murder Falcon, one of my all-time favorite comic books. Very much looking forward to that one. Spider-Man Spy the Shadow by Chip Zdarsky, which I think is either the end or the penultimate issue. Another issue 1 today, Siphon. That is a cool cover, and Image have been absolutely plugging this on social media. They're obviously expecting themselves to have something cool there. Out of order there. Issue 2 of 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton. Issue 1 was kind of mental, but enjoyable little ride. Spare parts. We were supposed to have 3 of this one, so I'm going to email my server up and see what happens to the other one. I think it's just a one-shot. I think it is just something tied into some Grindhouse movie, which looked interesting. I like that cover, so I thought I'd order it. The War of the Bounty Hunters carries on now in Star Wars. Darth Vader with a variant. And this is one I totally forgot about, but we have in Jabba the Hutt and a variant. So whoever's got those on the way, you've got a lot to read there. Another one for me. In fact, we're hitting a few for me in a row. It's a big week. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, or as my friend put it, True Grit on an alien planet, which is fair enough, and it works. I like it. With the variant there as well for me. And then probably the biggest release of the week, the variant, one of the variants is for me, just that one, Superman the Authority. It's not that I dislike that. It feels like it's just kind of traditional Authority cover, which is, not necessarily a bad thing. But I think the regular is actually really cool. There seems to be like more of the story going on there rather than just look at all our shiny characters we're going to put into a comic book. But, who am I to judge? Superman Red and Blue, issue 5. I do like that one. We were missing a couple of these when it first came out. Sword number 6. As well as Thor 15, just shy last week. I think he's all for that one. But new in the Thor annual Infinite Destinies, Infinite Fury 5 of 8. Kind of weird that they've got this big crossover event going with annuals for various characters. It's not a big crossover event, just time travel fun and games also in. The latest of the ongoing Transformers also arrived. Nice bold cover there. Give me a weird Lovecraftian kind of feeling, in fact. Almost done now, don't worry. The last few we've got are Vampirella versus Purgatoria and X-Men Legends. And that's it. That is literally everything I have today. So, yeah, maybe not the biggest delivery I've ever had, but in terms of just the variety of things, very, very cool. I made it to live. Man, I timed this bad for LA, don't I? So that's everything we've got in. Other than that, it was Freedom Day yesterday in the UK. I've already commented about this, but I'm going to carry on wearing masks. The sign's down now, so people don't have to worry about when they come in. But if you're one of my customers and you're heading in, I'd appreciate it if you just pull something over your face just a little bit. Try and keep social distancing. We've got alcohol-based cleaner on the counter. Everything is going to be as safe as we can make it without hopefully interfering in people's just general enjoyment of their days. Other than that, because this still is far from over, I want everyone to stay safe, look after each other. Until later on, because I'm probably going to come back with a review later. Bye.